what's taken on OnlyFans, and now OnlyFans is known as a digital prostitution or digital what do you say, Playboy and things like that, because anyone can post anything sexual of themselves and get subscriptions. Now, let's be real here. I'll probably say,
for you guys that don't know, probably everybody knows, OnlyFans is canceling their adult content. The way it was explained was that porn is being canceled.
It was just a couple days ago or last week or something like that. They came out and said, hey, we're not allowing this explicit content anymore. The content on the platform cannot be explicit, right? And the rumors were they were doing this because they were trying to raise money. There may or may not have been some pressure from credit card companies and payment platforms and things like that.
Today, OnlyFans reversed its decision, saying there will be no porn ban on the site.
To everyone for making your voices heard, we have secured assurances necessary to support our diverse creator community and have suspended the planned October 1st policy change. OnlyFans stands for inclusion, and we will continue to provide a home for all creators.
Whatever they want. Well, now OnlyFans is deciding to do whatever they want, or at least whatever their banking partners are wanting them to do.
No, 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 no.
Oops, I did it again, baby.
Well, here we go again. OnlyFans probably going to be removing adult content off of their website, claiming, well, we're not adult. But before we get into it, I just want to say thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing our programming. We're almost at 600. Thank you. Let's get into this. This out of the New York Post, but also several other media outlets have been pushing this out. OnlyFans insists it's not a porn site as regulatory crackdown looms. OnlyFans has launched a charm offensive with regulators in the United Kingdom where it's based, insisting that it's not really a porn site. Executives, the fast-growing smut platform, has pledged to make its operations more transparent as lawmakers in its country aim to crack down on illegal material online, such that is relating to terrorism and child exploitation and abuse, according to Bloomberg. OnlyFans strategy Kelly Blair told Bloomberg that OnlyFans wants to change the public perception of its operations as secretive and instead wants to open up the lines of communication with anyone who wants to come down and have a conversation with us. Amazon sells books on sex and gardening. Nobody calls out Amazon as an adult bookstore, right? That's right. OnlyFans strategy chief Kelly Blair told the news service, our content creators provide content on anything from gardening to lady gardens, and for some reason OnlyFans is an adult content site. OnlyFans, which takes up 20% fee from all user-generated content, wants its critics as well as those who would look upon the site with suspicion, including journalists, financial lenders, to engage with the company. The UK statute is expected to come into effect next year. OnlyFans has informed British lawmakers that it backs the legislation and has denied that it was looking to skirt the rules imposed by the new law, which only applies to sites that have large number of children users. We are vocal supporters to the online bill safety bill, and any suggestions that we have or would attempt to dodge its requirements are not supported by factual analysis, evidence, or statements by OnlyFans, a spokesman told Bloomberg. OnlyFans has tried to walk a tightrope of maintaining its vast audience that has paid its creators for explicit content while lining up funding from mainstream lenders who are weary of being associated with a platform made by famous sex workers. OnlyFans said that it had removed more than 1 million posts that have violated their accepted use policy since July 2021. The site told Bloomberg it deactivates around 100 accounts per month. OnlyFans, which was founded in 2016, said it hired more than 1,000 content moderators to sift through 20 million posts each month that are uploaded to more than 2 million creators. The site became an overnight success story during COVID-19 pandemic-induced lockdowns, generating hundreds of millions of dollars. In the end, in November 21, OnlyFans reported a net revenue of $932 million and pre-tax profits up to $433 million, up $61 million from 2020. Since its founders, OnlyFans has paid out $8 billion to its creators. The site said that it screens each post using image and word recognition systems to prioritize high-risk material, according to Bloomberg. Last year, OnlyFans walked back plans to ban sexually explicit content from its site, and creators erupted in anger, saying the move will threaten the main source of income. Earlier this year, mainstream lenders as Wells Fargo terminated bank accounts of several high-profile individuals in the sex industry without offering so much of an explanation. This past summer, Visa suspended payments for ads on Pornhub and parent company MindGeek after the credit card giant was named in a lawsuit filed by a woman who says sex tape that was filmed without her consent when she was 13 years old was posted on the site. MasterCard had also cut its ties with Pornhub. Instagram's Meta Platforms photo sharing social media platform last week removed Pornhub's account, which by and large adhered to the site rules and did not feature any nudity or explicit sexual content. No explanation was given by Instagram. Pornhub Instagram account amassed some 13.1 million followers. See, at this point, and I keep saying this is the war on porn on there and the adult industry. Starting with OnlyFans. OnlyFans, and I looked on their site. Yeah, they got some good stuff, from gardening tips and stuff like that. I don't hear too many kids going to OnlyFans for children's stuff. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that as far as that situation. Mostly when I hear OnlyFans, I hear of models, I hear of other content creators on there that are putting on there that are charging fees for this, that, for gardening tips, for auto tips. It's not much. They're mostly women on OnlyFans as far as content creators. There are some men there, but I think that the predominantly is mostly women. A lot of them are a good chunk of it is of the adult industry. Now, the reason for this is that they do have other sites. They have their Twitch, they got, their YouTube channels, and, there are sites on Pornhub, Xvideo, and a couple of others, which a lot of the ones that are on the actual porn sites, they're redirected to those sites. I mean, this is it's a jump point, and it is a money making that you saw. They OnlyFans handed out $8 billion. $8 billion to content creators. What does that tell you? And I guarantee you a good chunk of it is for adult content. The thing about it is, let's take it from my point of view as far as Cuticast Television. We have various different content on here. We discuss anime, we discuss adult content, we have cartoons, we have a whole variation of programming on here and growing by the year. OnlyFans is in that same direction. There is, like Judicast, we have a concentration programming similar to Mad Men with the Show that is on this channel. Because that is what's popular right now. What is popular on OnlyFans and what directs people to OnlyFans is the adult content. That's your moneymaker. Now, you have people in other countries, you know, they have these online safety, these kids and stuff like that. Yeah, you need to get rid of the child pornography. You need to get rid of the sexual trafficking and other things that are on some of these sites. And it's not only OnlyFans. See, they push it onto OnlyFans because it's making money, because it's making good money. Some of it's on YouTube. Some of it's on Instagram. Some of it is on Twitter, you know, Facebook. And the thing about it is, there is a fine line. And the thing about it is with the true adult content creators, they know what line they can move to and not to cross. You know, there are some, there's an example on Twitter, I think her name is Goth Egg, if I'm not mistaken, if I got the name right. She does a little teasing on Twitter, but she redirects her fans to Pornhub. And that's the way to do it. You know, you have the people, you put it this way. You got to find your fans. And you can't just find it on the adult site. You have to advertise. Where do you go to advertise your accounts? Where do you go to advertise your channel that are on actual porn sites? You use stuff like OnlyFans. You use stuff like Instagram, you know, but you don't put explicit stuff on those sites. Yes, you can tease. Yes, you could sell, you know, you want to sell dildos and stuff, shit like that. Yeah, you could do that. When it comes to full sex, penetration, stuff like that, leave that to the adult site. Yes, there has been on OnlyFans, and I do understand that they're on there. And you know, OnlyFans wants it, then it's on there. If they don't want it, then what you got to do is you got to change some things. But understand, you're going to lose a lot of your viewers. You're allowing one country, even though it's the country you're in, to dictate your business because they're trying to say, well, we want to save kids. We want to keep them away from on there and all the sex trafficking. I said, okay, that's fine. Then why are you allowing sex being taught in grammar schools, in kindergarten? You know, talks about gay, LGBTQ situations on there. I have nothing against the gay community. I have a lot of friends who are gay, who are trans. But the thing about it is, let the kids grow up. You don't need to teach them that. If you're going to say, hey, listen, you know, we got to get the kids off, you know, the child pornography of OnlyFans, I'm okay with that. 150%. I will fight that to the tooth and nail to get that off the site. But what I don't agree with is how you're sexualizing children in the schools. You're okay with that, and you're trying to fight the sexualizing of children online by certain activists. And that is what it is. These are activists that are doing it. This is not the gay community, the actual gay community that's doing this, because a lot of them on there, a lot of the actual drag queens are online right now saying, no, do not bring your children to these drag shows. What is wrong with you? But yet, this is what these countries do. Even here in the United States, there are several bills being pushed to, and they're calling it online protection. We're working on a story. Probably in the next couple weeks, we'll hopefully be able to get it off this year. But if not, it'll be on next year. There are a lot of these laws that are trying to say, well, we're trying to protect the children. You're not protecting them good enough. You're not protecting them good enough because you allowed them to be around perverts and people dressing as women, pretending to be drag queens, and freaking lifting up their skirt, gyrating their hips around children. But meanwhile, you have a problem with content creators on OnlyFans, content creators on other multiple, and this is not the only thing. Porn is just the tip of the iceberg. They've been attacking porn, they've been attacking anime, manga, content creators on YouTube. You've seen they've been after Alex Jones, they've been after Project Veritas, Timcast IRL, and many others. Disney has already slammed content creators on YouTube by adding a character in the She-Hulk series that's similar to Doomcock. That was a slap at Doomcock. Which we still laugh at that. Because basically they, good that they put it in there because they just can't get rid of us. But that's what it all is. It all comes down to censorship. They're trying to get our bank accounts shut down. They're trying to get, we had that whole situation just recently with PayPal that they were going to charge people $2,500 for misinformation. Who was going to deem something misinformation? We're here in the United States. There's no such thing as hate speech. There's no, misinformation is an opinion. If someone has an opinion, you have to respect that, whether they're right or wrong. And this is why Alex Jones got brought to court this way. $1 billion? You think these people are going to get $1 billion? No. And I'll tell you this. It wasn't the parents of Sandy Hook that brought that forward. That was someone else in the background pulling that forward. And if you think Alex Jones didn't get railroaded, whether you like the guy or not, he got railroaded in that court. That is a violation of the Constitution, his constitutional rights. And the thing about it is, you say, well, I don't care. No, his constitutional rights are your constitutional rights. Today, it's an Alex Jones. Tomorrow, it will be you. Think about that for a moment. You say, well, you're going off on this tangent. No, listen to me right now. OnlyFans, if you want to continue business, let the adult content be in there. Get your servers out of Britain. Get yourself moved out of Britain to somewhere else that will allow you to operate your business properly. Leave Britain. If they want to make laws that will hinder your business, then get the fuck out of that country. Plain and simple. It's the same thing with that OnlyFans content creator who I found out he's gay, Titus Lowe. He's in Singapore. He's making $200,000. He makes over $200,000. I think it's $200,000 a month or a year, something like that nature. He can afford to move out of fucking Singapore. Go elsewhere. Go the fuck elsewhere. This is the situation. This is the war, the revolution that I keep talking about. You got the other guy saying the rebellion. No, we are in a revolution. We're in a fight for our freedoms. You may not think they're saying, well, it's a website and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a website. They're allowed to operate as a business. But you got these fucking new Puritans that are coming out there and they're saying, and they disguise it as they want to help kids. These are the same people that did nothing before for child trafficking, for sex trafficking, trafficking of people. They don't care. They want the open borders and shit like that. Guess what comes across those open borders? Sex trafficking and child trafficking. Think about that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Because basically this is what is going on. November is right around the corner. Election time is here. This is the moment you, if you're in the United States, have to decide who you're going to vote for, who is going to protect our Constitution. Who are we going to hire? Remember, these politicians are our employees. They work for us. We don't work for them. Remember that. Remember that for those of you who are our viewers here in the United States. And those of you watching overseas, you have to do the same. When it comes election time, elect officials that are going to work with you for your benefit, not theirs, not what they put in their pockets. Remember, they making money off of the bills that they put out and what they sneak in between. Guess what? I've been reading one of the bills that they've been putting out for child protection. There's a couple of things I have questions on there. I have a good question on there. When we're ready to come out with it, we'll discuss it here on the show. So let me know what your feelings are in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share. We will see you on the next video. Thank you for tuning in, and bye-bye now.